We have all probably played the game, Follow the Leader. It's where you designate one person as the leader and then everyone follows and does what that person asked them to do. Well, in verse 26 of Acts 8, we read about how Philip is following the leading of the Holy Spirit. It says in verse 26, "As for Philip, an angel of the Lord said to him, 'Go south down to the desert road that runs from Jerusalem to Gaza.' So he started out and he met the treasurer of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority over the Candace, the queen of Ethiopia. The eunuch had gone to Jerusalem to worship, and he was now returning. Seated in his carriage, he was reading aloud from the book of the prophet Isaiah." Verse 29, "The Holy Spirit said to Philip, 'Go over and walk along the side the carriage.'" Remember back in Acts 1, verse 8, Jesus said, "You will be my witness in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the ends of the earth." Well, at the beginning of chapter 8, we see how the church was scattered into Jerusalem and Judea, or beyond Jerusalem and Judea into Samaria through persecution. Now we see the Holy Spirit leading Philip to this Ethiopian eunuch who is going to eventually be converted and take the good news of Jesus back to Ethiopia, which represents the ends of the earth. Eventually, Philip has the opportunity to share with him the good news of who Jesus is. The man is converted, and as a result, he takes the good news with him to the ends of the earth. Here's why I share this with you. If the Spirit is leading your life, God's promises for you will be fulfilled. Sometimes we get so consumed in what we are doing, we can't hear the voice of God or the leading of the Holy Spirit. At times, we need to slow down and be open to what he is asking us to do. Our circumstances might not align with what he's asking us to do, but we need to be sensitive to the leading of the Holy Spirit of where he is asking us to go. Each day, may we look to follow the leading of the Holy Spirit in our lives and see who he brings into our life and the people he wants to use us to affect for his glory. Which brings us to a great question for today. Is the Spirit leading my life? If you're not sure, ask the Holy Spirit to refresh your ability to see him and hear what he is doing. Thank you so much for joining me. I pray that your path would intersect with someone today that needs to hear the good news of Jesus Christ. You are loved to love others. I will see you tomorrow.